gentlemen, do you have any leverage or some manitoba?
Oh, God.
Pretty girl? Is that you, pretty girl? You've come back to me.
Pretty gal?
That's my,
Your traditional Ojibwe name.
Yeah, what the hell? Trailer. You remember Birgit Hines and Reinhard Reinholz.
Hey, beer gut.
Aninichi.
Hey, you speak Ojibwe.
They're German.
Ah.
I'm Curtis Anderson. You're watching Shaw Arts and Entertainment. We're on the set of Persephone Theatre's latest production of Berlin Blues. Beside me, Melissa Hadney. Melissa, thanks for joining us today. How is it going?
It's going very well.
Awesome. Talk a little bit about this production. A lot of excitement around it.
There is a lot of excitement. Drew Hayden Taylor's plays are always quite fun, and this one is no different. It studies sort of a question of identity for the native characters in the play, as well as for actually the German characters in the play, and what our ideas are around that and the culture of it. And it's loads of laughs, lots and lots of fun.
Take us through your character.
Well, she feels that she can come in and help this community in a great way. She has a very strong love for what she believes is native culture, and she shows up on this reserve and she thinks she has all the answers. Unfortunately, she doesn't quite understand some of the other aspects of respecting certain cultural ideas and whatnot, so she gets herself into a little bit of trouble with the locals. Yeah, you'll see how it plays out.
This, of course, is a comedy, but just watching the preview we had there, you know, you're dealing with German culture, you're dealing with First Nations culture. Is there an element that people might find offensive, or is that not an issue at all?
I don't think it's an issue, no. I mean, it's very silly, it's very campy, but I think Drew is always very respectful in the fact that he says, you know, we do have different ideas of what we think other people, their culture is, and what is good for them, but I don't think he ever does it in a way that's really mean. I think he shows that, you know, people are just misguided sometimes.
And like all his works, you walk away, it'll make you think.
Yeah, and this one will make you think some, but it'll also make you laugh.
Yeah.
Yes, very good. I can see the four-story TP Video Arcade going up here. Over there, the Big Bang Cineplex. And that would be the perfect spot for the ILOP, the International Longhouse of Pancakes. It's all coming together.
Mitchell, it's too bad the cameras weren't rolling right there. You ran down, you made this amazing vertical leap up on stage, no hands. Does this part demand a physical aspect?
There is a dance number, and it's Vegas style. You will see a particular buffalo dancer who is quite amazing in its scope.
Okay, take me back. You sit down, you read the screenplay, your initial thoughts.
Well, my initial thoughts were one of huge laughter seeing reading this thing. Just the whole concept of these aliens landing in small sleepy Ojibwe, these aliens being Germans with $75 million to build a theme park that would make the best West Edmonton Mall look like best Edmonton Small, land on your lap and you be responsible for it.
Tell me about your character, how he fits into the story.
Andrew Kikina, well, he's given the responsibility as security chief of Ojibwe World, which is dumped on his lap, and so he's in charge of the well-being of all the tourists and the thousands of tourists that will be pouring into this multi-million-dollar theme park that has been built on this small, sleepy little Ojibwe town. But it's either a choice between Ojibwe World or the love of his life, Angie, because she's, well, not too enthusiastic about the whole idea. Things like the shoe swap, drop and shop doesn't quite rub her the right way, and I've got to convince her otherwise.
What are people going to get with Berlin Blues that they haven't got from the other performances so far this season in Persephone?
Well, for one thing, we're taking quite a not so serious look at globalization. When you take two cultures together, you may have some tensions or whatever because of differences, but Drew, the playwright of this story, takes quite a humorous look at how silly we can be because of our differences, and we really play on that, and it's quite interesting.
Concept seems a little silly, but really, are we that far away from something like this actually legitimately happening?
Well, from some of the postcards I've seen with German powwows, and you know, they have these clubs where they dress up in headdresses and everything, nice. and they actually sing on the drums there. They're a little offbeat and off key, but it's really quite endearing and stuff. And some of them, you know, are really quite hip on. There's a huge history going back to the Karl May, a book he wrote and stuff, really inspired a lot of the German people, fantasy of native lifestyle and culture. And so this sort of psychosis is brought onto this reserve 110% fold, and they have to deal with it.
I love the sudden voice fluctuation. I'm totally stealing that from now on. Look for that. Shaw Arts and Entertainment. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.